Welcome to the Book Promotion Library. Rob Alex here with another amazing tip for you authors out there to help you share your book more, to get it in front of more people, all those type of things. And today I have an idea that a lot of people don't think about. I've been doing this for years and years and years and years with my books. And I don't know a lot of people that do it. I know there are some. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to take any credit away from anybody, but I know there's some out there that are doing this. There's some big authors out there that are doing this too. But I want you to think about charity writing. And I know you're thinking, what the heck? I'm writing books. How do I do charity writing? Do I write for a charity? Blah, blah, blah. But simply put, when I'm talking about charity writing, is I'm talking about donating a percentage of your sales to a charity that you're very passionate about. And I'll just tell you what mine is. Mine is Feeding the Hungry. I don't think anybody in this world should ever go hungry. Never, never, never should anybody go hungry. So part of my proceeds go to Feeding the Hungry. Every year, for a year long, I keep a fund. When I get book sales, I take a percentage out of that, and you can set whatever percentage you want. It doesn't have to be a set amount. It can be a very low amount, whatever it is, whatever you want to donate to that charity. And then I keep that fund all year long. I keep it separate in my checking account so that I know when it goes. Now, with me, and I'll just give you some insight into mine, the holidays, a lot of people are giving to the hungry and are a very giving mood. So, we have Thanksgiving and Christmas, everybody's in a giving mood because it's in the air, it feels good, it's right, and I don't want to take anything away from that. So I usually wait until February to give my charitable donation because, I think that's about the time that big surge from Christmas has ended and we're getting back into normal life mode at that point. So that's when I donate my my funds to that charity. So, and again, in charity can be anything. Like I said, I don't think anybody should be hungry. There's lots of great charities out there. There's animals' rights. There's human rights. There's the sex trafficking stuff. There's all kinds of charities that you can donate. You have to figure out what's passionate for you. Now, you think, well, I hate to use a charity as a book promotion tool, but you don't think of it as you're using the charity in that sense. Make it as a win-win. So, a lot of times I'll put out with my books and I'll, when I do some advertisement, part of the proceeds of the sales of these books go to Feed the Hungry. That's not, I'm not trying to use that to make more sales, but it can happen. And people like to buy things where they think they're giving back as well. So it's a win-win, not only for myself, but for the organization that I send my check to that, might boost a little bit of sales with them. Now, you can also contact the organization. I know I have a friend that does a lot of animal things, dogs especially. They're very passionate about dogs. So they go and they partner. They will even set up their books sometimes. Their stories are about dogs, actually. So they will partner with the Humane Society, and when they have dog donations and things like that, and they'll set up a booth with their books, and they'll let everybody know that part of the proceeds will go to help the Humane Society in that aspect. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not taking advantage because we're trying to make extra money for those organizations as well. And yes, we're trying to sell some books as well, but always get permission. That's the big thing, especially if you're going to use a name of something like the Humane Society or something specific like that. Make sure you get permission to use their name in their advertisement and things like that. If you're doing a specific organization, so don't take anything away from that. And enlist them in the help. But tell them, say, hey, I'm going to give some donations of my book. To your organization, some funds for my book sales to your organization. Would you be willing to, maybe just put up a poster in your thing about my book? Things like that. If they say no, no problem. Don't take away the donation in that sense, but just, it's it's an open forum to ask and see what they're willing to do. I've seen some that have gone very big, and there are some books out there that are written just for a charity. So there's no money coming back to the authors. There's a lot of compilations out there where authors will write, a short story, and they'll put them all together, and then they'll sell them for a charity in that sense. Charity is a great work. It's a great way to give back. As authors, we can do that. We can take a little bit of our books and we can share it back. If that's something you can do, not everybody can do that, but I think it's a very powerful way for the authors to give back to the community. We give so much with our art and our talent and our writings in that aspect, but this is a financial gain that we can give to the community around us that is helping to support us, and we can help support them back. And I think that's very important in any business, especially in the field of writing. And especially if you have a book that is very targeted towards a specific charity in that sense, like animal rights or human rights or something like that. If you're writing and it's part of your book, even more so, more powerful, that you get your message out and that you give back to that charity. So there's an idea for some book promotion for you guys that, partner up with some charities, see what you can do. If nothing else, it's going to make you feel good when you write a little check. And, some of the ones when I first started, some of those checks were measly, and I was like, man, I'm almost embarrassed to send this in. But I did because it was something I wanted to do. Like, for example, me, I found out that it's very minimal amount of money to create a meal that will feed somebody. We're not talking, we're buying everybody a $20 meal at Applebee's or something. We're just giving these people the bare necessities so they stay alive and they stay healthy in that sense. And that is a very minimal cost in that aspect to keep somebody from going hungry. So, don't be afraid to send in a minimal amount. Every little bit helps. And you can ask every charity out there. They will not ever make light of any donation in that it's small, because they know that it all adds up in the end. So do some good, authors out there. If this works for you, pick a charity and start donating part of your book proceeds to that. If not, it's not something that you have to do. It just makes you feel good when you write that check. I can speak from experience. So peace. I'm out of here for today. Keep writing, keep reading, and keep doing the great stuff that you guys do, because I love you all out there.